All right, guys. It is Wednesday, March 6th, and with that, we have a new Modern Warfare 3, Warzone 3, whatever you want to call it. I just call it Warzone at this point. Patch notes. We got the Season 2 Reloaded update. Let's get right into it.
New maps. DOS House, 6v6, a chaotic classic returns from Call of Duty, Vanguard, 2021, with a fresh coat of paint. Skid Row, 6v6, an overgrown, limited-time variant of Skid Row. Airborne, 6v6, a pestilence-ridden, limited-time variant of Terminal.
Yet again, these are not new maps. I don't know what's going on here.
New weapons. SOA Subverter, Battle Rifle. Chambered in 7.62, this hard-hitting rifle dominates at mid to longer ranges thanks to a moderate rate of fire and predictable recoil. Soul Render, Melee.
We are happy about this sword.
A ceremonial blade capable of razor-sharp cuts and deadly melee action in close-quarters combat. New aftermarket parts. Jack Backsaw Kit, Holger 556. Attach a high-capacity drum magazine to the Holger 556 alongside a double-barrel configuration allowing the weapon to fire 2 bullets at a time. Jack Outlaw 277 Kit, Boss B. Transform the Boss B into a lever-action rifle, slowing its rate of fire while massively improving its accuracy for pinpoint precision. New modes. Bounty. Face off against the enemy in a team deathmatch. Style game mode where players have unlimited lives and the first team to reach the elimination-based score limit wins. Juggermosh. Prepare for heavy combat as players slug it out as imposing juggernauts clad in Space Marine skins inspired by the Warhammer 40,000 universe. New events. Dune. Rule of Fate. Take control of the Throne of Fate and earn XP to unlock exclusive rewards. Warhammer 40,000. For the Emperor. Take up arms and do your duty for the Imperium. Earn XP in-game to unlock rewards. Vortex. Decay's Realm. The Vortex is back and seeping with Decay's blighted touch. Complete challenges across all games to unlock rotted rewards. Global. Gameplay. Upon aiming down sight, the crosshair will now transition directly to the center of the player's screen rather than easing into position. This change continues our improvements to the precision and responsiveness of aiming in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone.
What?
Please continue to share your feedback and look for further changes in future game updates. Customization.
What?
Resolved an issue causing the blueprints from the spare ribs bundle to be less transparent than intended. Adjusted colors of the incision blueprint for the Reniti to match its intended appearance. Music from the Hans Zimmer MW2 music pack will once again play during matches. Resolved an issue in Gunsmith in which camos were not previewing properly on several weapons. Improved coverage of the Dissolver camo on certain weapons. Multiplayer. UX. New features. Added the ability to filter attachments by subcategories in the Gunsmith. Optics. Hybrid. 4x. Thermal. Sniper scope. 2.5x. Red dot. Reflex. And hollow. Muzzles.
Okay.
Breachers. Flash hiders. Suppressors. Comps. And brakes. Under barrels. Hand stops. Undermounted weapons, bipods, vert grips, and angled grips. Added the ability to track up to 5 challenges to view outside
That's
the
kind of a
challenge menu.
W. That's kind of a W. On chat.
Challenges will appear on the in-game pause menu and lobby. Added a Mark All Read button in the social notification center. Bug fixes. Add to favorites button will no longer appear for locked emblems. Calling cards unlockable only in Modern Warfare 2 will now state this information in the customization menu. In free-for-all modes, the local player will no longer appear as an enemy in the kill feed. In gunfight, placeholder images will no longer briefly appear in the kill cam. Players can now quick equip content from the View New Content menu. In snipers only mode, restriction icons are now present for weapons that aren't sniper rifles.
Thank you.
Allowing players to better discern which weapons are restricted. Fixed a bug that prevented weapon level from displaying in Gunsmith. Several inaccuracies with weapon attachment descriptions have been resolved. Progression. Fixed several Season 2 weekly challenges that were not tracking progression properly. Weapons in semi-auto fire mode will now properly progress associated challenges. Maps. Scrapyard. Refined playable area boundary along the fence near the helipad. Shipment. By popular demand, Shipmas will permanently replace standard shipment. Vista. Set factions to Spetsnaz and Rangers.
What? It's saying we're just going to have shipments 24/7, 365, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Damn, the sun is so bright today. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that.
Resolving an issue causing missing announcer voice lines. Dome. We carry forward. Added to the pool of available maps in quick.
Hold on, I gotta.
Play. Operation Tin Man, War. Decreased time to build a laser trap from 4s to 2s.5s, minus 38%. Added a score event upon killing an enemy with a laser trap. At the start of Phase 2, the crate containing the maw will now automatically open after 60s. Improved interaction with turrets while using tap to interact input option. Players can no longer exit the playable area near the resting area using a deployable cover. In private match, bots will now properly parachute during the infill sequence. Refined geometry to improve spawn conditions near the main trail. Modes. Gun game. Addressed an issue that caused players to become stuck without a weapon. Headquarters. Fixed an issue allowing enemies to capture a contested HQ in hardcore. Training course. Private match. Using a cruise missile outside the combat area will no longer halt course progression. Weapons and attachments. Assault rifles. BP-50. Increased minimum hipfire spread from 2.2 degrees/S to 2.4 degrees/S, plus 9%. Increased maximum hipfire spread from 6.3 degrees/S to 6.7 degrees/S, plus 6%. Increased tactical stance spread from 2.8 degrees/S to 2.9 degrees/S,
So it's a bit of a nerf.
plus 4%. Increased aim down sight time from 220 milliseconds to 230 milliseconds, plus 5%. Decreased aim down sight movement speed from 3.4 meters per second to 3 meters per second, minus 12%.
That's a buff.
Increased horizontal recoil from 10.6 degrees/S to 15.6 degrees/S, plus 48%. Decreased vertical recoil from 44.4 degrees/S to
Now,
42 degrees/S, minus 5%. For bearer heavy stock. Increased recoil gun kick benefit from 11% to 16%. Mote 40 stock. Decreased aim down sight time benefit from 7% to 2%. These
Call of
changes
Duty
ensure the
just posted a
BP-50
new
remains
tweet.
a strong competitive option while aligning it better with its counterparts within the assault rifle class. SVA 545. Decreased sprint to fire time from 210
Is this for all
milliseconds to
weapons?
189 milliseconds, minus 10%. Decreased aim down sight time from 250 milliseconds to
Holy,
230
there's
milliseconds,
so many, chat.
minus 8%. Battle rifles. Boss B. Decreased maximum damage from 39 to 38, minus 3%. Decreased near medium damage from 33 to 32, minus 3%. Decreased maximum damage range from 35.6 meters to 30.5 meters.
What the hell?
Minus 14%. Decreased near medium damage range from 43.2 meters to 40.6 meters, minus 6%. Within the near medium damage range, the Boss B is now a 4-shot kill to the torso and above. Sidewinder. Decreased recoil intensity during sustained fire slightly. A90 Venom stock. Decreased recoil gun kick penalty from 16% to 5%.
So the Boss B got a nerf. That's all I'm hearing.
RB Rapid Strike Grip. Increased aim down sight time benefit from 9% to 11%. Decreased recoil control penalty from 10% to 4%. MTZ 762. Jack Heretic Carbine Kit. Decreased horizontal recoil from 11.9 degrees/S to 9.4 degrees/S, minus 21%.
Ooh.
Increased vertical recoil from 47.1
MTZ should be
degrees/S
trash
to
now.
47.9 degrees/S, plus 2%. Incompatible underbarrel attachments can no longer be equipped. Submachine guns. Ram 9. Speedway V5 short barrel. Decreased aim down sight speed penalty from 15% to 10%. Increased recoil gun kick benefit from 4% to 9%. Increased recoil control benefit from 8% to 12%. FSS Imperator light barrel. Increased damage range benefit from 12% to 20%. Increased bullet velocity benefit from 15% to 20%. Boreal 6C suppressed barrel. Decreased bullet velocity penalty from 20% to 12%. Decreased damage range penalty from 20% to 12%.
Okay, Ram. So the Ram 9 getting a fucking buff. Like a buff.
AMR 9. Jack Head and double barrel kit. Bullets are now fired in a vertical column rather than a randomized spread.
Ooh, that might make this good again.
USP 9. Decreased minimum standing hipfire spread from 2 degrees/S to 1.8 degrees/S, minus 10%. Decreased maximum standing hipfire spread from 6.2 degrees/S to
What?
5.6 degrees/S, minus 10%.
Why are we
Decreased
making
tactical
these
stance
guns
spread
better?
from 3.4 degrees/S to 3.1 degrees/S, minus 9%. Rival 9. Jack Headhunter carbine conversion. Increased near medium damage range from 30 meters to 45.7 meters, plus 38%. PDSW 528.
This is
MWII.
crazy.
Improved alignment of the default iron sight optic. Lockman sub, MWII. Increased maximum damage range from 8.9 meters to 15.2 meters, plus 71%. Increased near medium damage range from 16.5 meters to 20.6 meters, plus 25%. Increased medium damage range from 23.1 meters to 31 meters, plus 30%. Increased far medium damage range from 36.1 meters to 40.6 meters, plus 13%. Most noticeably, the 5-shot kill damage range has been increased to 20 meters. Additionally, within the maximum damage range, 1 headshot now results in a 4-shot kill. Shotguns. Lockwood 680. Barrel attachments. Damage pellet count now remains at 6, regardless of ammo capacity. Light machine guns. Pulimio 762.
That's a bit of a
Increased
nerf,
strength
but
of aim down.
Chad, this thing needs way more than that.
Sight idle sway. Jack Annihilator bullpup kit. Decreased bullet velocity from 760 meters per second to 660 meters per second, minus 13%.
Wow.
Bruin MK9. Decreased aim down sight time from 450 milliseconds to 410 milliseconds,
What?
minus 9%. Increased lower torso damage multiplier from 1.05x
So the Bruin's
to
getting a buff?
1.1x, plus 5%. Increased movement speed from 3.9 meters per second to 4.4 meters per second, plus 13%. Increased crouch movement speed from 1.6 meters per second to 2.1 meters per second,
Damn.
plus 31%. Increased tactical sprint speed from 6.3 meters per second to 6.4 meters per second, plus 2%. Increased aim down sight movement speed from 1.9 meters per second to 2.4 meters per second, plus 26%. Sniper rifles. XRK Stalker. Added new optic attachment. XRK Stalker factory iron sight. Unlocked via armory unlocks. Decreased aim down sight time from 610 milliseconds to 580 milliseconds, minus 5%. Cat AMR. Decreased aim down sight time from 760 milliseconds to 720 milliseconds, minus 5%. SPX80. MWE. Increased aim down sight time
Did not
from
need that.
545 milliseconds to
Did not.
570
That's
milliseconds,
why.
plus 5%. Handguns.
Okay.
Core 45. XRK IPv2 conversion kit. Increased bullet velocity from 525
This thing
meters
looks
per
fun.
second to 600 meters per second, plus 14%.
I haven't used it
Renegade.
yet.
Jack Ferocity carbine kit. Resolved an issue causing specific attachment combinations to corrupt the weapon's appearance. Detailed stats in the gunsmith will no longer display an improper tactical stance spread value.
That was happening
9
when
mm Demon. MW.
that was happening with the AMR9 as well. It was annoying.
II. Demon hand rear grip. Added missing pistol fast draw benefit. Launchers. Stormender. EMP effects will now properly apply to enemies in free-for-all modes. Attachments. Hybrid optics. Incompatible attachments can no longer be equipped on Wii
Who knew? Who even figured this out? I'm the only person that got camos for that gun.
guns. Underbarrel launchers. Addressed an exploit that allowed players to fire unlimited projectiles. Jack Limb Ripper. Increased movement speed while revving by 25%. Increased damage range from 1.1 meters to 1.4 meters. Increased damage from 36 to 50, plus 39%.
This is the chainsaw.
Players will no longer damage themselves in free-for-all modes. Resolved a compatibility issue with the Jack Raven kit. Equipment. Stun grenade. Tactical. Resolved an issue causing the movement reduction effect to be removed upon sprinting. EMD grenade. Tactical. Added additional UI elements to better communicate when an enemy is tracked. Tracked enemies will now appear as a constant ping on the
Okay, so stun grenades were just completely broken.
map. Resolved an issue preventing enemies from being tracked in free-for-all modes. Players can no longer die unexpectedly when an EMD is thrown at vehicles or doors. Field upgrades. ACS. Improved detection of objective flags near sloped surfaces in domination mode. Kill streaks. Cluster mine. Resolved a bug that prevented players from deploying the cluster mine kill streak. Remote turret. Players with the tap to interact option set will no longer become unable to reload their weapon while a remote turret is active. MWE ranked play. Weapon restrictions. Melee weapons. Soul Render. Addressed an issue that prevented players from earning SR after completing a match. Addressed an issue that prevented the top 250 camo from animating when previewing the reward in-game. Reminder, seasonal division rewards will be distributed at the end of Season 2. Players competing to earn top 250 division rewards must end Season 2 in the top 250 division. Enter your date of birth. Sorry, you do not. Operation Deadbolt is tasked with investigating a new anomaly in the next Modern Warfare Zombies story mission. Terminus Outcomes is becoming bolder and has followed your squad into the dark ether. Lean on your expert guide, Sergei Ravenov, to assess the situation and survive the dark ether. After completing the new story mission, a fresh dark ether rift experience awaits. Keep your eyes open, follow the cryptic clues, and complete timed tasks to unlock access to the rift gate. Once inside, complete challenges and survive to earn coveted rewards, like the Blood Burner key and more. Dark Ether rifts are unlocked by solving a hidden quest, which activates after completing the new Season 2 Reloaded story mission. Mags of Holding. Skip the reload.
Like, dude, that should have been there. That should have been there at the beginning of this season, bro.
Load and pull ammo directly from your weapon's ammo stash, so you can keep pumping out damage without needing to stop and fill up again. Blood Burner key.
Yeah, that's
Need a
pretty
sick
crazy.
ride? Look no further. With the Bloodburner key, you can summon this two-wheeler wonder vehicle at will. Cruise in style with this nearly indestructible bike that can move across water and is fueled by the blood of zombies you flatten under its tires. Surrounded? Activate the bike's ether pulse ability to blast enemies in near proximity. Pro tip: mastering the e-brake separates the best from the rest. Need to take a corner? Use the e-brake to maximize handling. VR11 Wonder Weapon Case Schematic. In battle, every ally counts. Bolster your numbers using the VR11 Wonder Weapon, capable of transforming zombies into friendly mercenaries and mercenaries into friendly zombies. Squad mate getting swarmed? You can also target allies with the VR11, providing them temporary immunity from zombie aggression. Season 2 Reloaded introduces containment levels, a new
What? Whoa.
tiered exfil streak system which is immediately available to all players. Complete contracts and successfully exfil from the easy to increase your containment level, up to 100, across 10 tiers. Rewards increase as your containment level tier increases. Tier 1, Level 2, start with 500 essence. Tier 2, Level 5, start with 5 armor plates. Tier 3, Level 8, start with 1000 essence. Tier 4,
This is big.
Level 12, 30%
This is actual
discount on
content.
Perfect Cola machine costs. Tier 5, Level 20, start with 1500 essence. Tier 6, Level 30, 30% bonus on contract essence rewards. Tier 7, Level 40, start with 2500 essence. Tier 8, Level 50, 50% discount on mystery box costs. Tier 9, Level 75, start with 5000 essence. Tier 10, Level 100, 20% discount on pack-a-punch costs. Players who are unable to successfully exfil will be knocked back a single tier. A deadly and elusive chemical warfare specialist, Kiris is set to challenge even the most prepared squads. Those brave enough to face her will find her in the kill house at Orlov military base. Come prepared and approach with extreme caution. Expect her fortress to be well
Some of
defended
these
by
are
soldiers,
ass.
snipers, turrets, traps, and poison gas grenades. Gas masks are highly recommended. Gameplay: addressed multiple instances of contracts spawning in warlord strongholds. Enemies: ether worms. Greylarm will no longer follow players to the final exfil helicopter. Zombies: addressed multiple instances where zombies would be unable to target or follow a player. Warlords: defeating a warlord now grants a guaranteed wonder weapon case. Warlord: Kiris. Kiris has arrived and will have a week-long spotlight at the start of Season 2 Reloaded.
That's big.
Allies.
This is big right here.
Hellhounds. Players can no longer activate a dog bone while in water. Friendly, pet. Hellhounds express their discomfort with being summoned underwater. Weapons. New weapons introduced in Season 2 have been added to the loot pool and can be found in lockers, crates, and the mystery box. Decreased critical hit damage when pack-a-punched. The Ram 9 fires an extra bullet when papped, which allows it to overperform with the previous tuning. Addressed an issue that prevented players from infilling with the Opus and Triggerfinger Basilisk blueprints. Kill streaks. Closed an exploit that allowed players to become invulnerable while using the Juggernaut killstreak. UI/UX. Addressed an issue where contract UI elements would disappear if a player left the squad while the contract was active. Stability. Added various crash and stability fixes. Wednesday.
Hey, chat. I was expecting to be a hater. I really was. I can't hate. This is big for zombies. This is a little weird. The whole tier system. This should have been in the game since the very beginning. I don't know what they were doing with that. A couple guns got tweaked that are kind of interesting, like where's the AMR? The AMR, that new attachment that turns the gun into, that turns the BAS-B into the, shot into the repeater is very interesting. Not excited about. These are not new maps. These are literally maps we have right now. These two are maps that we have right now. And this is a map from Vanguard, one of the worst Call of Duty titles in recent history. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. But guys, if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps us out a lot, and I really appreciate it. I just started on this YouTube journey, taking it serious, and I just want to say I appreciate you guys for watching the videos. So peace, love, and chicken grease.